Morning, my Ethereum family. Good morning, my crypto family. Good morning. It's your boy Moonbound reporting back live. Okay, so I know we're having a slight decrease in price right now. Um, we still didn't get altcoin season, but let's just remember the position that Ethereum plays. Yes, Ethereum is not Bitcoin, but Ethereum is still the number two coin inside of space. Ethereum also has some real utility. Like for instance, for the future, I do you believe Bitcoin or Ethereum will be used for payments? Like more transactions on a minute scale, or more, or just tokenizing real world assets. I believe people will use the Ethereum blockchain because Ethereum is secure and Ethereum has been around. People trust Ethereum. At the end of the day, we're working on time and people trust the networks. Granted, gold is older. These these uh these hard assets are older. Silver is older, copper is older, but we all know that we're going through a technological boom, and I feel like this technological boom is going to be on the railroads of Ethereum. But first we got to wait patiently. We also got to wait for Jerome Powell to be removed, to be put with a more dovish Fed. We're still waiting on that, so I believe we're going to be going through volatile stuff until we get to where we actually want to be. Also, you cannot forget about entities like Microsoft that are heavy into Ethereum. Okay, they are like, you can't pretty much do anything on technology today without Microsoft being a heavy player in your life, your computers, your most laptops, your video games. There's going to be a certain. I don't know how long it's going to be, but I'm pretty sure all games will be play to earn. You possibly will have a crypto wallet on your console. That way, you could bet on games. Go against other teams and actually probably be able to insert ETH as the betting system against each other or bet on the game. Wouldn't that be exciting, you guys? How long? Like, we're waiting on inflation. We know that they got to print forever just to take I believe they're printing forever just to remove the debt. When I say remove the debt, I mean the things that they have to pay for. I think they're printing money to build the infrastructure of the new era that we're going into, if that makes sense. Third of all, we got Tom Lee, one of the biggest advocates of Ethereum, and pretty much I believe he's one of the biggest holders of Ethereum, probably holding over 3% of the total circulating supply. Tom Lee is going to bat for us. I'm pretty sure he's rubbing shoulders with the elites, showing them what Ethereum could do. Not forget about Vitalik Buterin. He's telling the world, okay, you want to build on something secure, you could use Ethereum. You don't have to agree with everything Ethereum is doing, but if you actually build on it, it's going to give you the application and CPU storage. I probably I probably didn't say that right, but either way, Ethereum is that strong asset that companies are going to want to build on. We also cannot forget about the upgrades of Ethereum, the Petra upgrade. I forgot the other upgrade, but pretty much these upgrades make Ethereum a little bit faster and simpler to use. If we're going into the new era and these companies need to build on Ethereum, they probably know how to use all the smart contracts because Ethereum can kind of complicated. So the new upgrade is making Ethereum more simple to use, more user friendly. Because not everyone is going to be tech savvy. You already see how they treat access, risk on risk on assets like Ethereum. But right now, Ethereum is a risk on asset. In the future, people will be singing a different tune. Remember, Ethereum is similar to the internet when it started. That's what Ethereum is right now. And not a lot of people use it, but eventually it's going to take over the world. Crypto is going to take over the world. So we got to be locked in into further notice. Me personally, buying Ethereum under $3,000, buying Ethereum under $2,000 is a steal. You got to lock in. If you don't lock in, you will be left behind. Me personally, I'm taking this time to allocate Bitcoin, allocate Ethereum. I want to get me I even want to get me some Solana because it's under $100. I want to get I definitely want to get MSTR STRC stretching on MicroStrategy. Pretty much those are the ticker symbols. But Ethereum this is Ethereum video right now. Ethereum will be the future, you guys. So you see that we're just waiting for Ethereum to completely reset. We're waiting for the crypto markets to completely reset. Is that going to be more pain? Most likely. But while it's resetting, the best thing that we could hope for now, the best thing that we could hope is that we don't go too low and we find that floor sooner rather than later. With that being said, I hope everyone's having a blessed day. I hope everyone is safe out there. And remember, we're waiting on Ethereum. And right now, buying Ethereum under 2,000, under 3,000, even Ethereum under 2,400 is an extreme still. And since Ethereum should be a part of your portfolio, your overall portfolio, make sure you allocate to it. Because if you don't allocate to it, you're probably going to miss this last leg up if you have a short term horizon, but in the long term horizon, we all know Ethereum is most likely going to become $50,000 per token one day. So I'm taking this time to allocate Ethereum. You should do the same. It's not about getting rich. Just think about being 60 years old. Just think about being 60 years old and you have no savings. You have to go to work, or you have to figure out how to quit or retire and get your money, because nowadays when you work 60, the company finds a way to get rid of you, and now you're up a creek without a paddle. Okay, so we're going to do what we need to do right now. It's a little sacrifice. Just use your lunch money. Try to get side jobs. Try to get a side hustle. But you gotta lock in, you guys. The future is not going to wait for anyone. And for a guy like me, I'm on the bottom of the ladder, so I'm buying as much digital assets. This country, this world will be on one on. We'll have a new way of payment, and I believe what the new world will be paid on. It will be paid on Bitcoin and Ethereum. But just like all new technology, it needs to become more mature. It needs to grow, and more people need to see it as a more safer bet to fight inflation. But with that being said, Ethereum, to Pluto, crypto to Pluto. Thank you for locking in with the dog with the I'm about to say dog on Mars with the Ethereum with the moonbound section. Thank you for locking in with the section, you guys. Free to real, and y'all already know how this go. Until next time, you guys. Until next time, y'all be safe and have y'all a nice weekend. Take care of each other. Later.